rough 2 weeks. This would be like a good Christmas gift also. Let me bring the vlog camera and just like capture what I want to capture. Good morning, you guys. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah. If you're not new, welcome back. I started off the day my ideal way. I went to a Pilates class this morning. They took away my 1.5 Wednesday morning classes, so I'm starting the 1.0 morning classes again, and honestly it's kind of nice to mix in a 1.0 with the 1.5s because it's a little bit easier and you can go back to like the fundamentals of Pilates, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed that class this morning. Then I treated myself to a decaf Dunkin' Latte after. This is my first coffee that I've purchased in the entire month of October, and we're already at October 9th. If you guys watched my September/October budgeting video that I just released, you know that it's kind of like one of my goals for October to spend less on coffee because I overdid it in the month of September. So the fact that it's already the 9th of October and this is my first coffee honestly is like kind of impressive in my eyes. So I did that. There's a dog barking outside my window. Oh, it's a St. Bernard. There's a huge St. Bernard that lives in our neighborhood and he's honestly so cute, but I've heard he's not friendly. Like I've heard he's attacked a few people. So the owners, I think, are trying to work on him being reactive, but he's outside the house barking right now. It's been a rough 2 weeks. I've just been super stressed about a number of things, and I literally haven't picked up the camera in like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, I think. I pre-filmed a few videos, so the videos that you've seen recently on my channel are all pre-filmed, and I haven't actually vlogged or spoken to the camera in a minute. I've just been going through it a little bit, which is fine. We have ups and downs. I honestly think that the winter scaries, the winter blues are hitting me a little bit earlier this year. I feel like the second that it got slightly chilly outside and I like wasn't able to lay out by the pool and all of that, I have just been feeling super gross and like not motivated and a little bit sad/dreary. So that's part of it. Another part of it is that we've started the apartment hunting process, which I'm gonna give more information on that at a later time. I just want to make sure honestly that like we have a lease signed and everything is official before I talk to the vlog about what we're planning to do, because right now we haven't signed a lease and that's part of the stress. Is that moving is just a pain in the butt in general, but there's a lot of factors that go into this one. Obviously, we need to like pinpoint where we want to move to. We have to get a lease signed. All of our stuff is in New Jersey, so we have to make a plan to go to New Jersey to pick it up. Movers are very expensive for some reason. There's like two different options for our move. We could either like get a U-Haul and hire movers to get our stuff out of storage in New Jersey and then drive the U-Haul ourselves back to wherever we're gonna move and then hire movers at that location to unload for us. And the U-Haul alone is going to be like $600 to $700, which is crazy because I don't think I've ever rented a U-Haul that is that expensive, but I guess it's because you're going from state to state. That's part of the issue. And then movers alone are going to be like another $500 on top of that. So it's just going to be like a very expensive to move that way. And then I looked into quoting movers because I'm like, if we're already going to spend thousands of dollars to like kind of do it ourselves and do it in a janky way, if we spend a few extra $100 to just like hire movers and not have to worry about any of the process, what would that look like? And they quoted us like $2,500, something insane. Whenever you guys see the ads for influencers working with Roadway Moving, I'm here to tell you the tea. It is so expensive. Roadway quoted us I think it was $2,600 to move my stuff out of a storage unit, pack it in their car, and then drop it off at like an apartment building, same day move. So we would pack up in the morning in New Jersey, drive it to the new apartment building and unload the same day, and they quoted me $2,600. They wouldn't have to do any of the packing of the furniture. All they would have to do is just pick it up out of the storage unit, put it in the truck, drive, and then unload it, which I understand that's like a whole process, but $2,600 I think is like an insane price to do that. So I can't even imagine what they would have quoted me if I asked them to like pack up my whole apartment for me and then unpack it at the new apartment if we were still living in New Jersey. So that's the tea on Roadway Moving. If you guys are ever curious how much these influencers are paying to work with Roadway Moving, specifically in New York, it's astronomically expensive. And then I got a quote from another movers and they were quoting me something very similar. It was going to be like over $2,000, which I just don't foresee us wanting to spend that amount of money. So that is like a big stress, is that the price of moving in general on top of like trying to find a new place to move to is a whole thing, and we're trying to do it sooner rather than later. I think we're trying to do it before the holiday season starts. Not necessarily Thanksgiving, like I think we would be open to moving after Thanksgiving, but before Christmas and New Year's I think is the time frame that we're looking to move. Could be sooner than that. I don't know, we'll see. So it's just not been a fun process the last few weeks. And then we have a girls trip coming up this upcoming weekend. I'm gonna say all this and I'm not saying like this is such a minor problem in comparison to the state of the US right now. Like all of my prayers go out to North Carolina, and it was there in Florida. I have very close friends that have family in the Tampa area that was impacted by the last hurricane and are impacted by the current hurricane. It's just, we planned this girls trip, and keep in mind that we planned this girls trip 8 months ago. Should we have planned it for October during hurricane season? Absolutely not. That was a stupid decision. I think we've realized that. Don't think I'll ever do that again. Is it a very unfortunate timing that two hurricanes, one hurricane has already hit and then a second one is coming up, and then I think there's a third that's like projected for a few weeks out, the exact weekend that the girls trip is happening? Yes. So I'm supposed to be going to Florida this upcoming weekend. We're supposed to be leaving Friday and then getting back Monday because it's a 3-day weekend for my work and then a lot of everyone else's work that are going on this girls trip. So might as well use this 3-day weekend to our advantage. So we booked a trip in Florida. Now it's on the Panhandle, which is not projected to get hit by this upcoming hurricane, but there are obviously like a lot of flights impacted, and it just feels weird to go on vacation in Florida when half of Florida is going to be heavily impacted by this hurricane. We can't get a refund on the Airbnb. We can't get a refund on flights. We've booked all the activities. Like nothing is refundable. So it's either we cancel and lose all of our money, or we just like wait until the day of our flights and then kind of play everything by ear. It just overall feels like really weird to even talk about going to Florida, even if it's not in the area that's going to be impacted. Like I was looking at my flight yesterday and they said that the airport that I'll be flying into is like the only airport that's not under a travel advisory, which shows how far away it is from the hurricane, but also at the same time, like I said before, it just feels weird to state that I'm like even planning on going to Florida when a catastrophic hurricane is about to hit half of Florida. So that just feels weird, and that's definitely like heavy on my mind and heavy on my heart, and it just is not the best timing. So that's another stressful thing that we've been dealing with. So like I said, it's just been a weird few weeks or a couple of weeks or week and a half. I don't even know how long it's been at this point. I'm losing track of time. But I like haven't wanted to pick up the vlog camera, and I've been feeling kind of just weird and gross and not having it. So sorry this was like such a chatty catch up, but like I said, I haven't picked up the vlog in a minute, so I just wanted to pick up the camera this morning and like give you guys a life update and be honest about where I am at this point in time. It's a work day. Today is Wednesday actually, so we're halfway through the work week. I was going to start filming on Monday, and I literally just could not get myself to pick up the camera. Like, I was just not in the mood. And then today I was like, you know what? I need to pick up this camera and just be honest and chit-chat and take you guys through, like, a very realistic couple of days of my life. It's been a very chill work week so far. A lot of people that I'm working with on a lot of projects that I'm on are out of office this week. I don't really know why that happened. I don't know if it's like weddings, because I feel like we're in wedding season right now, or what's going on, but we have a good number of people that are completely out of office, and so a lot of the projects that I'm working on are just kind of like quiet because so many people are out of office, which is nice, but also like I'm bored. So it's been a weird work week on top of just feeling weird about everything else, but I don't know. It is what it is. It's fine. I feel like some weeks are quiet, some weeks are busy, and there's nothing I can really do about it but try to occupy myself with other tasks. Like I said, just wanted to pick up the camera, say good morning, welcome back to the vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy. My fixation breakfast of the week, honestly the past 2 weeks, has been the gluten-free Kodiak pancakes. I feel like it's just like a really good way to get protein in, but I love pairing this with either peanut butter, or sometimes I'll put chocolate chips in it. I very rarely put syrup on it because I feel like I've found a way to make pancakes like a little bit healthier, which is basically just like not including syrup, but I still love the taste of it with either chocolate chips in it with no syrup, I just eat it plain, or pancakes with peanut butter on top. I think today we're gonna go with the pancakes with peanut butter on top. because that's what I'm in the mood for. Also, the Dunkin' Latte definitely had caffeine in it, like more than just the coffee milk, because I'm literally shaking. You guys cannot, yeah, now you can. I'm literally shaking, which is how you know there was caffeine in the espresso shots. I asked for decaf espresso shots, but when they handed me the cup, it said decaf Dunkin' Latte, but then it just had regular espresso labeled on it. And normally if I ask for decaf espresso shots, it says decaf espresso. So it was kind of a gamble on whether or not it was actually going to be a decaf Dunkin' Latte. And judging by the way that my hand is like shaking and how I feel so like jazzed up right now, it was definitely not decaf, which I'm just regretting at this moment in time because that's not good. So I definitely want to get some food in my stomach because I know it'll help with the shakes a little bit, but normally when I get like this, it lasts like half the day. So this is going to be a really fun day for me. Just finished my second to last meeting of the day. I have one more and it's from 3:30 to 5 p.m. So it's been a little bit since I picked up the camera. I just had a team meeting. We're doing this thing on my team where one person leads the team meeting each week. So there's only like one team meeting a week. It's for 30 minutes and someone on our team runs it, but it's not like you have to talk about work-related topics. You get to pick like fun activities and games and stuff like that for the team to play. So we ended up just doing Team Jeopardy and we did like different categories. The first category that we did was, what was it? Halloween. Second category was animals and third was pop culture. And the pop culture category was so funny, but like in the cringiest way possible. I guess it was from like an online generated Jeopardy board, so the person didn't even create it, but it was like, define the word yeet, define the word vanilla. What was another one? Define girl dinner. How does one define any of those words? I feel like I know how to use them in a sentence, but I feel like I don't know how to define them. Also, it's just like the cringiest pop culture references ever pulled into a Jeopardy board. It was a lot of fun. We were all laughing, but it was like a fun team bonding experience. It was just really cringy. So that's what I was just up to for the last half hour. Now I have a 28-minute break before my final meeting of the day. It's been a chill work day, like I said earlier. A lot of people are out of office. I don't have a lot going on, so it's been fairly quiet, which is nice. After work, I think I'm gonna run to Ulta. I need to pick up a birthday gift for my friend. I'm gonna see her in Florida anyway, so I wanna bring it to her. I know exactly what I'm gonna get her. I just haven't like gone and picked it up. I actually ordered something different on Amazon, and the more I think about the Amazon gift, I don't really like it. So I think I'm gonna pick her up something at Ulta and do kind of like a self-care type of kit. There's like a brand called, I think it's called Osea, if that's how you pronounce it, or Osi, and they make like a bunch of like natural, clean stress relief products. They make like pillow mists and oils and stuff like that, and she's really into not only skincare, but like all of like the health and wellness stuff. So I figured I could put together like a little health and wellness like kit type thing from Ulta for her birthday. And I think that that's it. I probably won't work out again. I had Pilates this morning. I'm actually still in my Pilates up from this morning. I know that that's kind of gross, but I, like I said, did a 1.0 class and literally didn't sweat at all. And then by the time I got back home, I just did not feel like changing. So I still have on my Pilates fit for today, and I need to take a shower later tonight, but just didn't feel like doing it earlier. So that's kind of where we're at. That's the work update. That's where we're at today. It being like actually cold outside is not chill with me. I'm not having it. It's 68 degrees, and while that might not be super cold, to be honest, it's really not. It just feels really cold, and I don't love it. Anyways, I am getting ready to run errands. It's after work, and I need to run to Ulta like I was saying earlier, and then I also forgot that I have an Amazon return, so I'm also going to run to Kohl's to drop off my Amazon package to get that money back. And I think that that'll be all for the errands, so it shouldn't take me too long. I think it's going to take me like 30-45 minutes, but it'll be nice to get out of the house and get some things checked off of my to-do list. Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. I left off the vlog running errands last night. Honestly, it was not a successful errands run in regards to what the mission was. I went to Ulta and tried to pick up the birthday gift, and even though it said it was in stores, when I looked it up online, it wasn't actually available in stores. In order to know whether or not it's actually in stock in the store, it has to say available in store and available for pickup on the website, which I think is the stupidest thing that I've ever heard. I feel like it should say available in store if it's available in store, and if it's not, then that should not be on the website. So it was kind of a wasted trip to Ulta. So I'm gonna go to the Ulta a little bit further from my house today after work to pick up the gift, because there is a location that actually does have it near me. We're still trying to figure out this whole gift situation, but I did go to Target and I was able to pick up some gluten-free snacks. I picked up some other travel things that I'm gonna need for the weekend, and then I made my Amazon return. So it was kind of successful, I guess, like a half successful outing last night. And then we came back here, hung out with the fam in the living room. We ate dinner and then watched the Weather Channel for the majority of the night. We watched Hurricane Milton roll through Florida. And like I said yesterday, just all of my prayers are with everyone that was impacted by the storm. It was devastating to watch on the TV. It's nuts to me that the Weather Channel sends reporters out into the middle of this storm, like with helmets and glasses and protective gear on, to stand in the middle of a hurricane to report to us. Like, I feel like they could do that from the safety of a building. We were watching, I think his name is like Jim Cantor or something like that. People say that if he shows up to the location that you're in, then you're in trouble, like you're about to get hit, because normally they send him out to like the center of the hurricane or like the center of any storm. So we were watching him and he was like in a parking garage for the majority of the night, but you were just watching the water level in the parking garage rise and rise and rise every few hours. It was crazy. It was so scary. And I know there is like a ton of damages to like not only Tampa, but everywhere south of Tampa. Storm surges were crazy everywhere, lots of flooding. I saw that like a crane had collapsed in downtown St. Petersburg, I think it was, and like crashed into a building during the hurricane, which is scary. I don't know, the whole thing is just nuts. So all of my thoughts and prayers are with everyone that was impacted by the hurricane today. And I feel like we're gonna know more over the next few hours of like what actually was impacted and what people are returning back to their homes to. So that was our night, was watching the Weather Channel and just, I don't know, like sitting on the edge of our seat essentially. And then this morning I had a doctor's appointment, so I was up pretty early to my doctor's appointment, picked up Starbucks. I got you guys are resting on my Starbucks cup, like that is literally my tripod, but it's a iced grande apple, no dairy chai. It's literally a mouthful. I wanted to try a chai latte. I've tried one once before and I really liked it, but I think a lot of people that don't drink coffee drink chai and matcha because it's like a healthier alternative to caffeine, like more of a natural caffeine. So I wanted to try that this morning, and when I got to the drive-thru for Starbucks, I literally panicked because I did not see chai on the menu. The only chai drink that I saw was their seasonal drink, and it is literally the sweetest thing that I've ever had in my entire life. It tastes exactly like the filling of an apple pie, so I mean, they did their job because that's literally what it's called, but it is basically a dessert. Like, I'm drinking it, but I'm like sipping on it, and I don't know if I'd get it again, but I do like the concept of like chai over coffee, so maybe I'll become a chai girl in the near future. Just something to think about, something to stir about. So that was my morning, and now I am working. I'm getting ready to hop on a call in actually like 5 minutes. I'm covering a call for my manager today because she has another conflict. So that was kind of my morning, my night last night, and then today is a busy-ish day. I have a few meetings scattered throughout the day pending they don't get canceled. I feel like I've had a lot of meetings that have been put on my calendar and then canceled last minute lately, which is honestly fine by me. Like I always say, if we don't need to be meeting, then I would just prefer to cancel. Like there's no point of getting everyone on a call and taking everyone on a calendar for the meeting to just like not happen. Oh, my computer actually is like frozen. Why is my Outlook not loading? Okay, clearly need to fix that, but that's what we're up to. I need to pack, obviously. I need to pack for the trip and then need to run the errands. So it'll be a busy-ish day, but I think it'll be a good one. I'm actually wearing like a real outfit today. I didn't have time to do my hair before the appointment this morning, but I'm wearing jeans and a sweater. We'll see how long the jeans last. Honestly, they're pretty uncomfortable to sit in, so we shall see. But we're off to a good start. It is bright in this car. I didn't put up the sunshade because I didn't think that it would be super sunny, but it is. I'm running an errand on my lunch break. I'm gonna run and go to the Ulta that was a little bit further than the one I went to last night. I want to do it now because rush hour around here gets so bad around like 3:30, 4 p.m. So I figured then I might as well just take my lunch break and do it so that after work I could get a workout in or pack or do things of that sort. He's been really into calling me for everything lately, which is fine, but he catches me in the middle of doing stuff so like I'll be talking to the camera and he'll call, or I'll be like in the middle of a run and he'll call, and it's just to ask what I'm doing instead of texting me. And honestly, sometimes it's annoying, but I love him despite that. Anyways, I'm going to Ulta, so I'm gonna run the errand now and then come back home and finish work. That just caught me off guard. This Ulta trip was actually successful. I got what I needed. I found this online the other day when I was looking for gifts to give my friend, and I thought it was kind of cool. It's called the Vagus Nerve Travel Set, and it comes with a pillow spray, an oil, and then a bath oil. Pretty sure it's supposed to help with calming nerves, anxiety, and overall just like relaxing. The vagus nerve oil says the soothing blend of essential oils calms for a moment of relaxation and balance. The pillow mist creates a calming atmosphere at bedtime, and then the bath oil is just a one-of-a-kind soothing bath oil. It had good reviews, and I thought it was a cute little kit, and I feel like she could not only use the products but also the bag for like travel purposes. So I thought it was like a good, neat gift. This would be like a good Christmas gift also. If you're looking to do like Christmas gifts for friends, family, or even like a Secret Santa, I feel like kits like this at either Ulta or Sephora are like a good go-to. And yesterday when I went to Sephora, I also picked up 2 things to include with the gift. I picked up 2 eye patches. This one is rejuvenating eye gels, like for the morning, and then I picked up one for the nighttime, restoring night eye gels. I'm a big fan of eye patches. I know you guys know that. So I wanted to pick up 2 for her. And I love the Patchology brand. I feel like it's definitely a bougier under eye mask. I typically go for these ones off of Amazon, but when I'm feeling luxurious, I reach for this brand. Briefly started packing. I need to pull out my suitcase from the basement, but I wanted to lay out outfits and stuff like that on the bed and then think about anything that I might be forgetting. So I'll do a little walkthrough of what we're packing. Friday I fly in in the morning. I rented a Jeep actually, and I'm really excited about it because I've never driven a Jeep, but I have a like infatuation with Jeeps. So I think I'm gonna have a solo beach day Friday, and then Friday night we're gonna eat dinner, and it's gonna be a very casual chill night, so we'll just hang out. But Saturday we're doing morning beach yoga. We hired like a beach instructor because there's so many of us. It was like so cheap to split a private class. So we're doing beach yoga, so I have a workout set, and then we'll have a beach day. And then at night we're going out to dinner, and we decided that we were gonna do like an animal print theme for dinner / going out at night. So I have a cheetah print skirt here, a black top, and then I also am bringing a brown dress just in case I'm not loving this fit. I can just completely stray from the theme and go simple. And then Sunday is another beach day, and I think it's just gonna be casual, so I brought sports shorts and a tank top in case I want to do a little morning workout through the town because it's a really cute town, and then I'll just be in my bathing suit all day. And then at night we have a bonfire, which is really exciting, so I packed a cute little fit for the bonfire. I just packed some blue jeans, a black short sleeve, and then a sweatshirt to go over my shoulders just in case it gets cold. And then Monday we leave, but Monday actually I'm there for the majority of the day. My flight doesn't go out until 6 p.m. so I have the Jeep for the majority of the day too. So I'm also probably gonna have a solo beach day then, if not like kind of drive around. So I'm thinking something casual, of course a bikini if we're going to the beach, but then probably just some linen pants and then a white tee and then one of these sweatshirts for my little airport fit. Then we have pajamas, my friend's gift, and then I have 2 different bags here full of like random stuff that I'm gonna need. Then I'm bringing face towels, jewelry, underwear, bra. You get the gist. So far so good. I know I'm forgetting a few things, but I need to like take a step back and think about what I'm forgetting and then repack it. But I need to go pull the suitcase out of the basement really quickly, and hopefully everything fits. I'm only bringing a carry-on bag. We're not bringing a checked bag. I feel like that would be so dramatic for literally a 2-3 day trip. So I'm going to try to do a checked bag, but this is a lot of stuff, and I'm missing shoes, so I need to pull shoes out as well. Hello guys, it's the next day, and I'm in Panama City Beach. I just literally got off the plane like an hour ago, and the first stop obviously was to get lunch, so I decided to dedicate lunch to pliable. I feel like the second that I touch down anywhere with sun, good weather, the beach, you know, Florida basically, I need a pliable, or I need an acai bowl of some sort. We're gonna eat this. I'm hoping not to make a mess. I rented a Jeep for the weekend because I wanted to test out a Jeep just to see if I like it, and then also because why not? There was one on Turo for like cheap. That's what we're doing. I'm picking my friends up from the airport a little bit later. I'm only actually picking up 2 of them. So I need to kill time between now and 2 o'clock. I think that I'm gonna go down to the beach for a little bit and just like lay out in the sun and the sand. But I'm trying to decide like which beach I wanna go to. I'm at like this strip mall right now. There's a public beach behind me, but it seems really busy and there's a ton of dragonflies. So I kind of wanna drive further down the street just to see if maybe there's like a more quaint, quiet beach, although it is a beautiful day, so I feel like everywhere in Florida or like in this area is gonna be super busy. So I don't know, we'll see. Let's try this out because I'm literally starving. It's literally so good. Also, I literally did not plan on vlogging right now. I planned on not bringing a camera at all, but I picked up my G7X this morning and was like, let me bring this just in case we want pictures. And then I was like, you know what? Let me bring the vlog camera and just like capture what I want to capture. So this is not going to be the most like in-depth, thorough vlog of Florida. Like it's not going to be a dedicated travel vlog, obviously, because we had the 2 days before this, but I decided that it'd be fun to capture some clips here and there. I've vlogged every single girls trip that I've gone on for the past, and while it was so much fun to like vlog those trips, it was like a little bit easier because we shared a room with like only one other person. So I shared a room with Kim every single year, and she like does social media and stuff too, so she gets it. But this time we're sharing an entire house with all of the girls, and I just feel like it'd be a lot to like whip out the camera, like find a room to vlog and like update you guys. So I think I've decided that I'm just gonna vlog when I want to and like give you guys little updates here and there and like snippets of what we're doing. But because I have the morning to myself here, like the early afternoon, I can like vlog a little bit more. So far, my impressions are that I love it here. I say that every time I go to any beach, to be honest. I'm just a beach girl at heart. But it really is stunning here, and I'm so excited to see the water because I follow a few influencers that are from the 30A, like Rosemary Beach area, and every single time that they vlog going to the beach, the water looks like something out of a dream. Like it looks tropical, like you're not in the United States. So I'm so excited to see like their local beach and stuff like that. We're actually staying in the 30A area, but I didn't want to drive that way because it was an extra 20 minutes to drive that way. I figured might as well stay like a 20-minute drive from the airport so it's not that much of a pain to go back and pick them up, and then we're gonna go to the grocery store and then go back and pick the other person up and then go to the house after. So there's gonna be a little bit of back and forth. I just wanted to make it easy on myself and the car because I obviously am paying for it. I have to pay for gas and stuff, so wanna be conscientious, wanna be smart, I feel like that's a better word to use, about how much I'm driving this vehicle around. But so far I love it. I've always loved Jeeps. I'm a Jeep girl, I think, but I think it's a good second car. Like it's not a practical car to have, like especially if you have a family. Not that I have a family right now, but I could not imagine like throwing kids in the back and taking road trips in this car, you know what I mean? I feel like my car is good for that, but a Jeep isn't necessarily good for that. So I feel like it'd be a good second car. That's like my initial impressions about it. Okay, I'm gonna stop procrastinating. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna drive around for a little bit and then hopefully be able to take a little dip in the water before I have to go pick people up from the airport.